So today we are going to discuss about a string. So in a string you can see there are so many type of data type in the Python. The integer, character, integer, float, boolean. So the another type is a string. So basically it is storing the string type data like the name, city, countries. So there are so many type of data which is stored in the form of string. Okay, how we can create it? So you just create a variable name and you can write something in between Nathan. So you can write Nathan in the single quotes. So a string either you can write in the between the single quotes or either you can write in between double quotes. Okay, fine. Another way you can create a create a string by using str method. So if you want to create a blank string, so you can write either by using single quotes or a is equal to double quotes, or the another method is a is equal to by using a function that is str. So by the using of this function, a is the type, a is creating a variable which type is string. Okay, so you can store string type of data here. Okay, now the second point is string indexing. So you can see suppose I have a string, the name string is this one. So here I am writing string. So string is Nitin Sharma. Okay, so this is the name, and you can see if you are writing this string in the positive index. So positive index is basically starting from the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so this way this is the positive indexing. And if you want to do the negative indexing, so negative indexing is starting from the right hand side to the left hand side. Okay, and it is starting with the -1. So you must be sure for one thing: in the positive index the index is starting from the left hand side, and in the negative index it is starting from the right hand side. Okay, first difference. Second difference is that it is starting from the 0, but in the negative indexing it is starting from the -1. Okay, so suppose anybody is asking the string name. So suppose this is the variable is a, and if I am asking a and the value of 3, so the value of 3 index is this one, I. So output is I. Okay, if anybody is asking a -3, so -3 you can see -3 is here, so the answer is capital R. So this is the way you can write the indexing here. Okay, okay, traversing a string using for and while loop. So this is a small example. So okay, I'll just implement this. I can travel the entire string by using one time I'm using for loop and the second time I'm using while loop. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is the string s is equal to Nitin Sharma. Okay, now I'm going to travel this by using for loop. For I in s, I can write print I. So when I'm printing this, so you can see it is printing in the horizontally. So I just want to print vertically, so it is vertically. So if you want to print horizontally, you can just pass is and is equal to this one. So you can see it is printing Nitin Sharma. Okay, by default the value of and is /n, so that's why it is coming to the next line. I don't want to print every element in the next line, so that's why I am writing here and is equal to double blank. Okay, so this is the way you can travel the whole string by using for loop. Okay, now I am trying to write a while loop. Okay, how we can write while loop? So first of all I just want to find out the length of this one. So a is equal to length of s. Okay, and after that, so first of all we have to find the length. After that I am just writing a loop. So I am writing b is equal to 1. Okay, or we can write a while loop directly. So while a is less than or equal to 0. Okay, and I can just print s of index. Okay, so s of index. So now you can see I'm taking a variable b is equal to 0 because of indexing. A have the length, so I can start with the length. So suppose length is like 5 and 11. So 11 is greater than 0, so I can decrement one by one, and I just printing is starting from s0, indexing is starting from 0, and always I am incremented by 1 because positive indexing is starting from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, how many times it to be increasing? The equal number of the length. So when I am running this code, so you can see the output is nothing Sharma, the exact one. Okay, fine. These are the functions. String have some functions, so like we can discuss one by one. So the first method is str dot capitalize. So what is str? So basically str is a string. So suppose I am creating s is equal to, I am creating like e varsity. Okay, so this is the string, and suppose e is small, suppose e is small, so I can write s dot capitalize. Okay, so it is written like capital E and then varsity, e varsity. Okay, so only first letter is capitalized. Okay, so what is str? Str is the string, whatever you are creating a string. So whatever variable you are taking here, you can just write here in the place of str. Okay, I am assuming that str is the variable or the string, so you can write str dot capitalized. And the second function is str dot count. Count is basically used for, it is written the number of occurrence, count the number of occurrence. So here you can pass the substring, and this substring is basically find out how many times this substring is included there. Okay, and you must be you must be know one thing, whenever you are reading any function, so standard way to represent is it is writing something in the square brackets. Okay, so square bracket, it's the show means that this parameter is optional, right? So this parameter is optional, so either you want to use it, or either you can to override it, or otherwise it is taking the by default value. Okay, what does it mean optional? So if anything is optional, that means it have some default values. Got my point? Means start and stops are optional, that means it have some default value. If you want to override it, you can override it, otherwise it is taking the by default value. So by default value of start and stop is 0, and this one is the end point, whatever the length of the string. So it is by default searching into the entire string, and if you want to search the count the occurrence of the particular part, so you can give the start and end point, and it is count the number of occurrence, only the total part, only the part which you are giving here, the starting point and the end point. Okay, next is str dot find. So find is the function which is just work as a search option. Okay, so it is written the index, whatever you are giving here. So it pat is for the pattern you want to find it. Okay, and same here, start and stop are optional, either you want to overwrite it, you can overwrite it, otherwise it is taking 0 and end, and it is just return the value, index value. So if the pattern is match at any index, it's return the index. Okay, now the second point is if suppose there is a string, and suppose just like suppose this one is the string, I return the index. Okay, and I just want to find I, so I have in two time in this string, but the main thing is it is written only the 0, the first index, whatever it is finding, it is finding the first index value, it is written there. Okay, okay, now the second is str dot is lnum. Lnum is the function which is it is used to check if all character in the in a string are alphanumerical or not. Okay, alphanumerical means alpha plus numerical. Alpha is small a to z, capital A to Z, and numerical are 0 to 9. So if a string is containing these of the word, so this is called alphanumerical. Okay, suppose this I am writing here E space varsity 1 2 3. Okay, these are the spaces. So if I am storing into a variable like a is equal to this one, and I am just checking a dot is lnum, so it is written false. Why? According to you, you can say that this string have only the alpha numerical value, so that's why it is written in the true, but it is written false. Why? Because it have the spaces. Okay, so spaces is basically the programming, they are taking spaces as a character, as a blank character. That's why it is not a alphanumerical character, so that's why it is giving false. Okay, okay. Another function is str is alpha. Alpha is returned true if all the elements are alphabet. If all the elements are alphabet, if any other than the alphabet, it is written false. Same is str is digit. It return true if all elements are digits. So that means if you are taking a variable s is equal to 1 2 3 hash and you want to try s dot is digit, so it is written false. Okay, fine. Some other methods are str dot case fold convert to lowercase. Case fold is basically used for convert to lowercase. Same thing you can use by using lower function. Upper function which is used to convert the uppercase. So suppose we have a string s is equal to qtn. Okay, so this is an uppercase. If I am writing s dot lower, so the result is qtn. Okay, okay, and string end with x, so return true if string end with x. So either you can pass any character or a substring, so it is checking that it end with this one or not. Okay, another the same thing is this reverse process, the start with x, so same it return true if string start with x. Okay, another is it is checking it is written either true or either false. So I just want to check is lower, string is in lower, so return true if string are in lowercase. String dot is upper, it is return true if string are in uppercase. str dot replace, so replace method is used for replacing the keywords. So you can pass the old string and this one is a new string. So so this function can use, so suppose there is a documentation and if you want to change some keywords, so suppose there is a word in the documentation is true and you want to replace this true to false. So this one is the old string and this one is a new string. Okay, you can use replace method, you can pass true and false. So in the entire document whether they found any true there, so it can be replaced by the false. Okay, okay, str dot split function and here separator. So suppose there is a string and you want to split them, so you can use by the passing separator. So suppose we have a string, okay, this is my example. Okay, so this is the string and is this string I am storing into a variable a and I want to split them. So how we can do a dot split, on what basis you want to separate, on the basis of space. So it is basically say split them and store into a list. So I am taking here variable x. So if I am writing x is equal to, so x is storing like this, this is my example. Okay, so sometimes we need to split the string on the basis of any separator. You can use by using split function and you can pass here separator. Okay, another function is str dot strip. Strip is basically used for trimming the string. Okay, how you can trimming the string means that suppose we have a string a is equal to and I am giving some space here and I am writing here strip. Okay, strip is a string. I am not talking about here the strip is a function. Okay, and if you are right to print a, so it is printing like initially it has some space and after that it is printing a string. And if you want to remove this space, the space is before the string and after the string, so you can use the strip function. So it is basically written to remove the spaces from all from the both places, like before the string or after the string. Okay, and next is str dot title. So title is basically used for capitalize first letter of each word. Okay, so there is a difference between this one and the capitalize. Okay, so capitalize is basically used for first letter capitalized and title is used for creating a title. So just like you can see my slide title is a string method, so you can see the first letter of the every word is capital. Okay, so this can be used. Okay, I'll show some function practically. Okay, So I am just taking a string. So s is equal to this is my string. Okay, one by one, s dot. So you can see the first letter is capital. Okay, I am taking another is I am giving some space. Okay, when I am going to print, oh, that is capital S. You can see some spaces is there. Okay, and some spaces is there. Okay, and I just want to delete them, so I can write s dot strip. So you can see strip is printing here, and there is no space before the string and after the string. Okay, and if you want to store them in same variable, so you can write, and after that I just want to print s. So you can see this is the difference. When I am printing s here, it is taking some space here, but when I am printing s here, there is no space. Okay, same thing. I can use s dot is lower, so it is written false. S dot is upper, it is written false. Why? Because s is containing all of data. Okay, again I am taking a string. This is my string. Okay, I just find s dot find is. So you can see it is giving the first occurrence is available at the second index, so it is giving the result is 2. Okay, so suppose I just want to find s dot count is. So it is giving 4. Yeah, is coming in 4 times. 1 2 3 4. So it is giving 4. So this way you can use the string functions. Okay, all other functions you can use by the same type. Okay, either you can pass here the optional value. So start, I just want to start with 3. So you can see it is giving the 5, because the 5 index have s. It is not giving now it is not give the result is 2. Why it is 2? Because it is starting the index with 3. So that's why it is starting searching from the 3 index value, and the first index value it is getting is 5. Okay, so this way you can use the string function when you are trying to implement a string in your program. Okay, okay, so this is the string functions in Python. In next video we will discuss about some other topic. Thank you.